Hello and welcome. I am a hotel AI expert with extensive experience in modern hospitality operations and performance support, and I am pleased to welcome all students of Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey. We truly look forward to supporting your professional growth in the hospitality industry. Delivering premium service takes so much more than just ticking boxes on standard operating procedures, so today we're diving straight into the very foundation of exceptional service. We'll be walking you through this explainer on the psychology of hospitality motivation, equipping you with the exact insights you're going to need as future leaders.
Here is our roadmap for today. We'll start with an introduction to hospitality motivation, then look at finding purpose through guest connection, the power of autonomy, building competence and psychological safety, relatedness in team environments, and finally, sustaining engagement through fairness.
All right, let's jump right into Section 1, Introduction to Hospitality Motivation, Moving Beyond Basic Compensation.
So, motivation in our industry is at its core deeply rooted in psychology. Now, external rewards, things like your paycheck or basic perks, they will absolutely get great talent through the lobby doors. But let's be honest, they typically only guarantee short-term compliance. Long-term, genuine engagement, that depends entirely on internal psychological drivers. Understanding the heart and mind of your team is quite literally the only way to create an environment where sustained motivation actually thrives.
Moving on to Section 2, Purpose through Guest Connection, Finding Meaning in Service. One of the most influential psychological drivers we have is purpose. It's that core belief that our work actually has meaning. In a hotel, this is what transforms a routine task into a genuine human connection. Just think about it for a second. When a team member realizes that folding an extra towel, or maybe rushing a room service order, isn't just another task on a checklist, but the key to a family's anniversary celebration, well, their motivation absolutely soars. Purpose takes the mundane, everyday stuff and elevates it into something profoundly human. That brings us to Section 3, the power of autonomy, trusting your teams.
Now, even within the strict, highly standardized guidelines of luxury hospitality, professionals really crave control. And autonomy basically means giving them the flexibility to solve problems on their own. For example, empowering a front desk agent to comp a breakfast to fix a guest issue right then and there without having to hunt down a manager. When you explicitly trust your teams to use their professional judgment, you actually don't lose control. Instead, you'll find that their accountability and intrinsic motivation just skyrocket.
Next up is Section 4, Competence and Psychological Safety, Building Professional Confidence.
Let's be real. Our industry is incredibly demanding. Service mistakes are highly visible, and guest feedback is, well, usually instant. And because of this intense pressure, competence becomes a massive driver of motivation. People just want to feel capable. So how do you build this? You build it through consistent training, deliberate practice, and constructive feedback. By doing this, you drastically reduce anxiety and create what we call psychological safety. This ensures your teams can handle the heat of a busy restaurant or a complex revenue office with total, unshakable confidence.
Which perfectly brings us to a core educational philosophy promoted by Europe Hotel School London. Skill mastery is a foundation of professional confidence. I just love that. It's a really powerful reminder that confidence isn't just some mindset you can magically switch on. It is built brick by brick through continuous, high-quality education and the dedicated mastery of your craft.
All right, Section 5, Relatedness in Team Environments, the Importance of Belonging.
Hospitality is rarely a solo endeavor, is it? It's highly social. It relies entirely on seamless collaboration, kind of like a well-oiled kitchen brigade. Relatedness is simply our fundamental human need for belonging. When leadership actively fosters deep respect and supportive team environments, this sense of relatedness naturally grows. And let me tell you, during a fully booked holiday weekend or just a really stressful shift, that unified sense of belonging is your absolute best defense.
The contrast between workplace environments here is pretty stark. On one hand, in supportive environments, you see a natural, almost immediate surge in resilience and motivation. But on the flip side, when professionals feel isolated, maybe micromanaged or undervalued by their peers, that motivation can evaporate almost irreversibly. So fostering inclusive, positive dynamics isn't just some HR buzzword you can ignore. It is a daily, critical, operational imperative for sure.
Finally, we arrive at Section 6, Sustaining Engagement through Fairness, Trust, Transparency, and Recognition.
So, sustaining all this motivation over the long haul really relies on three main pillars. First up is recognition. This validates a team member's competence and deepens their connection to the property.
Second, we have transparent policies. Look, when people know the rules apply to everyone equally, they feel a much deeper sense of psychological security. And third, equitable treatment. Even just a hint of perceived injustice is going to immediately undermine engagement. Because of that, fairness isn't just optional in this business, it's absolutely mandatory.
And please, never underestimate the power of a simple thank you. Timely, sincere acknowledgement often carries way more weight than formal monetary rewards. I mean, simply making eye contact across a chaotic lobby and letting an employee know you saw their hard work during a really difficult service, that is incredibly powerful. It validates their competence and essentially reinforces every single psychological need we've covered in this explainer today.
Understanding these drivers allows you to design environments where your teams don't just survive the intense demands of hospitality, they genuinely thrive. As you step into real hotel operations and continue to advance your careers, I want to leave you with one vital question to guide your journey in leadership. How will you design your operations to nurture intrinsic motivation? Thank you so much for joining me today, and we wish you incredible success as you continue your studies.